Okay, it's getting to be fall, guys, and with fall, I like a little hotter foods, to kind of warm you up from the inside out. And so we're going to taste test about 3 different hot foods for this time of year. Something a little different than what you're used to. These are purchased items. They're not homemade, but the first one are these egg rolls, pork egg rolls. I think these are from Aldi's. And they're made with freshly cut cabbage, carrots, and onions, and a little pork in there. Now you say that's not hot. We dusted ours with a little bit of Root Boy rub. You can go check out the Root Boy Cooks. Great channel. We won that rub off of him, and I think it'll be good on these egg rolls. And you're correct in believing that these aren't hot, but you dip them in a sweet and sour sauce usually. We're going to dip them in not the sweet red chili, but that'd be a good one. We're going to go ahead and do the honey hot and try them with honey hot, Sweet Baby Ray's. And this is our heat in this taste test. I'd suppose you could cook these ahead of time, take them camping with you. They'd probably be good, fairly cold. Not real crispy, but maybe slightly underdone inside. They undercooked, but it really works well. This is a good tasting, not overpowering egg roll. So those of you who have never tried an egg roll, this would be a good one for you. Even people that don't like cabbage, I think, would enjoy this. It doesn't have a cabbage taste. I can taste the cabbage in it. I haven't had these yet. Try it with this honey heat. Nice and spicy. The next spicy items that we'll be trying are these 3 chili cheeses. There's a habanero Munster, a chili pepper, cheese from Holland. Not sure. Holland Kroon pepper cheese. And then the scorpion Gouda. So we'll see which ones are the hottest. This Tri-State Dairy habanero Munster. This is actually from Hicksville, Ohio. I'll give you web addresses if they have any, and we're going to try it with some genuine trail bologna. This one's Troyer's. Really good stuff. It's a little sweeter than regular bologna. We'll probably just try it on some wheat crackers. So this is great for the trail, hiking, camping, hunting, and with the spice in it, gives you a little heat, warm you up from the inside. It's fall, y'all. So the first cheese we're going to look at is the Tri-State Dairy habanero Munster. The ingredients on this is pasteurized milk, cheese cultures, salt, enzymes, habanero peppers, and annatto coloring. It's sold by the Tri-State Dairy Company, Hicksville, Ohio. You can see the habanero peppers in there. Looks just like a pepper jack cheese. This is good to eat. You can eat this, but I'm going to eat it without, just so I can get a full, good pepper in there. It's a soft cheese, but it seems to be a little crumbly. Alright. So it does stay solid. Put this on a cracker. We'll eat it without the trail bologna first. So there we go. Very creamy texture. Really nice flavor. There is some heat there. I think a little more than jalapeno, but it's very diverse. It's not like the whole thing's hot. Just a little pepper flake, so it's not overpowering. And I'll try it with some trail bologna. The smokiness. The trail bologna you can see has been smoked. And it's a little sweeter bologna. Very soft. And the combination of those two together are very good, man. I'm getting a lot of heat now. So that's a really good creamy cheese. I would say that's a good ranks up there pretty good on the Scoville level. Habanero Munster cheese by Tri-State Dairy Company, Hicksville, Ohio. If you like hot stuff, I would definitely recommend that. They also have a jalapeno bacon and a lot of other cheeses, so you can get it at Tri-State, or you can get it at Hirschberger's. Is there a website for Hirschberger's?
On Facebook.
We'll put the Facebook link up either in the description or right here in this video. I really should be drinking something warm, but I'm drinking AHA. Cleanse the palate. Okay. The next cheese we're going to be taste testing, it's just called a chili pepper cheese. It says it's 5 on spicy and creamy, or is that the flavor? That's the flavor. But it does say it's spicy and creamy, and it goes well with lager, Riesling, or honey. Which honey, wow, that's good. Holland, made in Holland. And the ingredients are 40% fat and dry matter, pasteurized milk, salt, dried chili peppers, doesn't tell what kind, starter culture, rennet, and beta carotene for color. So everybody colors their cheese. And it says it's best by January 19th, 2022. But we've had this for quite a while in there. I like aged cheese though, so all right, comes out of the package nice, little quarter horn, got a nice rind on it. Should have cleaned my knife. All right, take that wax right off. Oh, there's not. Maybe we're supposed to eat it. All right. Let's see what these chili peppers taste like. It's got a little more stability than this Munster did. Almost reminds me of a Parmesan or something. Very, very sharp. I'm not getting a lot of heat though. That Munster habanero is definitely hotter than this chili. But it's a very sharp cheese, almost like a Parmesan. Not crumbly, but it does break apart. I'm still looking for the heat. It's got really good flavor. But I'm not getting any heat. I'm going to let Tammy try one of these and just tell me if there's any heat in this. In case I'm missing something. I don't know what's going on there.
No, I don't get any heat.
Nope, no heat from Tammy either. It's good though, huh? Really sharp.
Yeah.
I like it, but I like sharp cheddar. But this is more like a sharp Parmesan. It's not cheddary. Yeah, there, skunk.
I'm sorry.
There's a slight pepper flavor. Slight, but no heat.
Yeah, I like the flavor. And there's no website. And I can't even tell you where that came from. Meyer, Tammy says.
I think.
But very good tasting cheese. I think that'd be good with a beer or wine or anything. Oh, plate dish. That gets a thumbs up, but it's not hot. It is good on flavor. Now the last one we're going to try is the scorpion pepper. The last one we're going to try is the scorpion pepper Gouda cheese. And this I found at Aldi's. So, pretty excited about that. The ingredients are cultured pastured milk, salt, microenzymes, scorpion, chili pepper, and annatto color. Basically the same as the cheese from Hicksville. But this is a Gouda and that was a Munster. I don't know if this one's going to be Gouda or not. We're about to find out. Scorpion pepper, those are pretty hot. So, Reapers, stuff like that. Hottest pepper in the world. Form of a scorpion pepper. So, right now it seems very creamy. It doesn't snap like the last one, but it's a lot softer like the Munster. This one, let's try this one. Good cheese. Tastes a lot like that Munster. It melts in your mouth. Maybe a little bit lighter flavor than the Munster. Definitely some heat. And honestly, I think it's about, different type of heat. It's more on the roof of my mouth. And the Munster habanero was more on my tongue and the back of my throat. And this is more on the roof and the side of my mouth type of heat. So I think it's as hot as the habanero. It's just burning me in a different spot. I would take any of these out in the field. They'll definitely warm you up. I think that the Munster habanero and the scorpion would be a lot better at that than that chili pepper. I think I'd rather just eat that at home with a beer after I'm done hunting or hiking. Maybe in the tent on a cold night. Would be good. Of course, if you're in your hunting blind and nothing's going on, you might end up wanting to eat something. All right. I'd say the best tasting one out of those three is this Tri-State Habanero. And then the chili pepper, because other than it's not hot at all, but it does have the most flavor. And then this Scorpion Gouda, I'd say is just as good. I like the heat on the tongue rather than on the top of the mouth. That's what I'm getting out of this. But still a really good cheese. So this was found at Aldi's. Nice and hot, not too hot. Get some for the holidays, guys. For the next taste test, we gotta heat up some water. We're gonna be trying Ningxim's bowl noodles and spicy kimchi, spicy shrimp, and hot and spicy. We're also gonna try Miyogiro's spicy seafood with udon noodles. And this one's got dried fish cakes included. It's been cold, wet, nasty out, but we're staying warm. Okay, so we're literally just going to go through these and try these 4 flavors out. We got our bowl of noodles here, and we'll start with the spicy kimchi flavor. And you can't see what the top looks like because I've used this as a palette for mixing paint. But it says it has seasoned with real kimchi, which is like fermented vegetables and cabbage. But this is the spicy flavor. You can microwave these in 3 minutes. I'm just going to show you what these look like dry. Put water in each of them. And then I'll bring you back when they're all ready. And we'll try them out. Just add the soup base, add the water, and microwave it. But we're just going to add the soup base. And the noodles have some seasoning in there. And there's some seasoning in the bottom. That's probably your spice. Looks like peppers and onions and carrots. Lid back on. Alright, next we have the spicy shrimp flavor. Spicy shrimp. Another ramen cake. Some green and seasonings down here. Looks like a few little pieces of shrimp, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna put the seasoning in.
Hot water. What smells? Smells seafoody.
And last, no, not last, just last of the bowls, is hot and spicy flavor. But this says includes dried fish cakes. So it's going to be another seafoody spicy one. There's a seasoning packet, some onions, some peppers, and fish cakes down at the bottom. Little fish cakes. So the hot and spicy flavor includes fish cakes, which I had no idea fish cakes had little bread swirls in them. But I know now. This is our nigiri, spicy seafood with udon noodles, which is a little different than ramen. I'm not sure what the difference is. I think they're thicker. And they say with these you can cook them al dente, medium, or soft. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, or 6 minutes. So I'm gonna let these all go for I think I want mine soft, so I'm gonna let these all go for 6 minutes. And I'm gonna eat this one first. So we'll start out with this one, the nigiri. This one's on a time limit. Ooh, I didn't get enough big enough bowl. The bowl's gotta be huge. Now this says to add noodles, 2 cups of water, soup base, and flakes. So I'm just gonna break this up. Tammy, can you not practice your belly dancing while I film this? So we put the flakes in, which must be pepper flakes, probably. Lord knows I got plenty of those. Looks like seaweed and stuff. I don't know, some kind of green, real thin green things. Orange things and some really dark green powder. And now the seasoning packet, nigiri, looks a lot like the other one. Silver with red writing. Probably just chili powders and monosodium glutamate. That's probably all that's in there. I gotta fill this all the way up or these noodles aren't gonna get soaked up. So I don't know what I'm gonna do there. But I'm gonna have to turn them. Looks like 2 cups of water, don't it? Alright. See you in 6 minutes. Alright, it's been 6 minutes. And you know, if you cook this in the microwave, you would probably save some time because it'd take 5 minutes to cook, and then you could just let it cool off some and eat. And the way I did it, you had to boil the water, then pour it in, and wait for it. There's something relaxing about stirring the noodles and smelling the broth and watching it cook just here in front of you. So you could easily heat up some water out on a trail or camping. Take these with you. Great little snack to have, especially in the fall. Get the spicy ones. All right, let's check this out and see what it is. Very seafood flavor. There is some spice there. The little seafood flakes I could do without. They're getting stuck to my roof of my mouth. You know, like a corn kernel hull would. A corn hull would stick to your teeth. It does taste kind of octopusy or whatever. Squid maybe. And the noodles are tough, like they don't break apart easy, and they're kind of chewy. Not like ramen, which fall apart pretty easy for me. I personally like the ramen noodles better than the oolong noodles. But this would be more for like a hearty meal, I guess. Because these noodles, I think, are just going to swell up in my stomach. Alright, we're moving on to the spicy shrimp. Spicy shrimp, let's stir this up a little bit. Looks like the noodles are done. Has a brown
broth.
And it definitely smells like shrimp. And these are more the ramen size noodles that I'm used to. Now I like getting the Maruchan ones, and I like pork and lime. Is it lime? Spicy lime, I think. Now those are a lot hotter. That water stayed hot with that lid on. Man, that's a lot hotter. And that's a lot easier to eat. I like those noodles. These are good noodles. Little more spice in this one. I can feel it on my lips. Spicy shrimp by Bowl Noodle. Bowl noodle soup. And this one's nice. It comes with its own bowl. So don't leave it out there for trail trash to pick up, but you wouldn't have to take anything but find you a couple sticks on the ground to use for chopsticks. And it doesn't all fit. Alright, definitely tastes like shrimp. A little more spicy than that Neoguro seafood, spicy seafood. Alright, kimchi. And then we'll get to the fish cakes. Here's the kimchi. This is fermented vegetables and cabbage. So we're going to stir this up real good. This smells good. This smells the best out of all of them, I think. It smells a lot like an egg roll. like we had earlier. And yes, I ate all this in one day. You believe that? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But we usually take beef jerky and, you know, some simple soups and things like that. But I really wanted to try some of the spicy stuff. I mean, this is really, really good priced. I mean, $1 to $2 for these. So super cheap. It's going to give you plenty of energy to keep going. It's not hard to make. And as long as they taste good, it might be a good option for us. So we are going to see. That's my favorite. So far, the kimchi is my favorite. That is good stuff. Please be spicy. But, you know, if it's not spicy enough for me, I can always add spice or bring some more hot sauce. I do have gallons of it. And I think we'd like to learn how to make some noodles here in the future. We kind of have the idea, but we want to get, you know, some different types of noodles. And ramen noodles are going to be one of those that we try. We just about got our sweetbread perfected. We're going to move on to dinner rolls and get those perfected. We make a pretty good bread, French bread. We can do pizza dough. So, we're learning. That's really good flavor. That's my favorite, the kimchi. All right. Now for the notorious. I can't pick it up. Hot and spicy with fish cakes. Let's see if we can find them in there. Maybe they just dissolved. Who knows? I want to find some fish cakes. Oh, there's one. All right, we're going to try a fish cake. All by itself. We know what the noodles taste like. What's a fish cake? Here we go. Well, a fish cake is a mildly fish tasting eraser. That's what a fish cake is. So it looks like an eraser. It has the texture of an eraser. And tastes mildly like fish. That's what a fish cake is. I had no idea. But I got 3 or 4 more in here, so that's good. And if I don't eat them, I can always use them to erase my mistakes. Does anybody else do this twisty motion? 2 chopsticks. That's different. There's not really a seafood flavor there. It tastes more like of a beef stock, maybe, with a slight seafood flavor. But, you know, I think one of these would probably feed 2 people. And you could always bring your own fresh vegetables to throw in there, maybe an egg on top. You get creative and do it yourself, but these are great little spicy stuff to bring with you out in this fall weather when you're hiking, camping, doing your stuff. if you don't want to go out to eat, or you don't have time, bring one of these along. I think you'll enjoy them. So that's 3 new flavors. Let's see. We tried 3 segments, and that's probably 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 new flavors for you to try. And nothing we ate today was bad. I think it's all pretty good. I think my least favorite of the whole day is these oolong noodles. They're not my cup of tea. Peace, guys. See you later. So the hottest one of these was the spicy shrimp flavor, then the Neo Gyro spicy seafood, and then probably the hot and spicy and the kimchi flavor were about the same hotness, but I don't think any of them were super, super hot. This is probably the one that was the worst out of them, the spicy seafood, but I really think anybody could really handle them. And I am feeling warmer. The way I hold chopsticks is I put my chopsticks in between these 3 fingers. This finger right here, I put pressure on this bottom one, and then I just use the top to kind of roll on the thumb. And you can pick up just a small noodle.
Stay warm. Peace, y'all.